All right. Good morning, everyone. Guys, please let me know if you're able to hear me okay in the chat box. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Again, can everyone hear me okay? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Guys, are you able to hear me? Please let me know in the chat box. Okay, okay. All right. Sorry about that. So here we go. We got to move. We got about 8 minutes left. So far, guys, dollar looks like it's gonna rise, even though, um, actually, 1 second. So right about here was the high. Okay, so consolidation. Again, same old same, guys. Every day, all day, right? It's just, they do the same thing. So once you catch it, then you're gonna start to understand. All right, looks like we have bullish divergence on the RSI here on the 15-minute time frame. Again, the 15-minute time frame is the best time frame, guys, where you can turn on the sessions indicator. All right, again, you can get this out of TradingView in the indicators list, um, and turn it on and configure it. Basically, the background here that you guys see is the Asian session. All right, so from 3 a.m. to I'm sorry, from 5 p.m. to about 3 a.m. in the morning, and then right outside of that, where you see the dark blue, is the London session that we're currently in right now. In a few moments, we'll be in the New York session. But right now, just dollar looks extremely bullish. So we've already taken out the low of the Asian session. We've already tapped into this point of interest to the left, which is the order block, which we've made divergence, and we're getting a massive bullish candle right now, guys. So I can tell you right now, gold is going to be our go-to play this morning. So let's hop right over to it before news drops. If the dollar falls, guys, I will be highly shocked, right? And again, I will know that CPI caused it to reverse in that manner, because what the chart is saying is that the dollar wants to rise, all right? So really quick, we got 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Let's go and take a look at gold, because I know that it looks very good for the sell. I did call this out to my team already, but let's get to the higher time frame. All right, let's do daily. All right, so we're going to adjust. Here's the high of yesterday. Here is the low of yesterday. So basically, we took out the high of Tuesday. All right, we wicked that out, but we did that by tapping into this order block. and so it left that major wick. Now you can see that after we took this high and we tapped into the order block, we fell a little bit, but now we're pushing up one more time because again, if price is going to drop, it manipulates up first and then it drops. All right. So either way, we can see that, gold has trend structure, but you can see that the way it's rising right now, it hasn't really broken this high just yet. It has this wall, this resistance area at these order blocks, right? That it's having a tough time getting above. All right. So because of that, and because the dollars looks bullish, guys, gold looks like it's going to tank. All right, and we're looking at what anywhere from 31 point move to a 62 point move to a 80 point move, and again, that's like 800 pips on gold. All right, so let's get to the lower time frame quickly before news drops, guys. It's already looking like a double top. All right, so again, one of the best chart patterns to trade. Here we made a high where it's acting as resistance, and right to the right of it we made another high. Okay, kaboom. And once again we're tapped into this order block. So here was the previous one. I can get rid of this because it's mitigated, and now we can work with this, make the chart a little cleaner. All right, clean up this high and of yesterday, and again the low of yesterday. So the high, like I said, was hasn't been taken out, right? It's just gone up there and it's had a tough time. So now I'm going to set some alerts to catch gold falling. All right, hopefully I didn't talk through the news. Let's see. All right, 3 minutes left. All right, so get down to the 15-minute and we can read all the manipulation. This is not the 15. All right, there we go. So I can see we were in the uptrend, right? And then we tapped, or coming out, we just really didn't do too much. We just hovered up trying to take out the high. So we took out the high of the Asian session. And again, we tapped into the order block that was sitting right behind it. Now we can see that we got a little bit of a trend line break. So if we go to like the 5-minute, we can probably see that a little better. Okay, so right about here is where we kind of have that break. So it's giving us change of character, a little retest to where we broke. Now we're breaking lows again, and again, it just looks extremely bearish, guys. So here's the play, all right? My team is already in it, but I need you guys to take a good look at gold right now, as I believe it will tank because of the structure that it has on the chart. 2 minutes left. So guys, please get in where you fit in. All right, selling gold at 23.81. Okay, right about here. Okay, and you probably want your stop right above the yesterday's high. All right, this is the most important part. Get your entry and your stop. So you want to sell gold now with the stop of 23.87. That's a $6 move, which is 60 pips. All right, but you want to aim for yesterday's low first. But here's some equal lows to the left that we're most likely going to tap into. All right, so right about here is where I believe we're going to go. Here's your position. And guys, I'm pretty sure news is about to drop. So where's my, okay, I don't see my short position. It got all out of whack. Oh, there it is. All right, so here and there. So this is kind of how you want to do it. And risking $67 move on gold for a $28 move on gold. All right, let's head over to news. So 1 minute left, and again, guys, here we go. I already hear the charts going off, but we don't see what the results are. But we're going to look at the chart in a second. There we go. CPI, bad news. All right, unemployment claims was good. It was less unemployment, but inflation has gone, well, it really hasn't changed pretty much except for the year over year. It went down a little bit. So the charts, oh, wow. Well, there you go. All right, guys. So this is how the cookie crumbles. All right, this looks like it was bad news, obviously, for the dollar, and it tanked. So we lost go if you guys got into it already. Um, and now it's really just a waiting game. There's no other way around this, guys. Um, this is gonna go for who knows how long, but we can kind of guesstimate by looking left. And so here's the floor. And we can set some alerts towards that. But damn, gotta hate it. All right, but that is one loss on the books for us. But we always bounce back, guys. So again, head high, and we know what to expect. Okay, so let me see where gold is gonna go. Okay, so right about here we have a fair value gap, and it's already at it right now. So again, a lot of times what you guys will notice over your trading journey, right, is that you can absolutely, lose a trade in regards to, news and stop hunts and, all these little things that will cause it to go in the opposite direction of where you want it to go. But then after the smoke settles, right, price tends to do exactly what you knew it was going to do, right? It's just it had other catalysts and external factors at the time that caused it to just go a little more than you would like for it to. So here, we may still get the drop on gold. All right. We already got a big push up. So, you know how it goes, right? What goes up must come down. All right. And the only kicker is, trying to catch when it is ready to come down. So we're already on a 1 hour time frame. The only way to be able to tell that uh, it it looks like it's going to come down is by seeing a change of character on the lower time frame. So you're seeing right now, you're already starting to see some bears show up because you're seeing the wick on gold. All right, and it's right at the middle of the fair value gap again, which is tattletelling, right? Because again, this stuff is a cycle. It just continues to do the same thing over and over. But here we're just going to mark out a few things. We have a low uh, here on gold, and we also kind of have a structure low right here. All right. So we're going to wait for this high to be created. That way we can place a Fibonacci either from this low to that high or maybe this low to that high. And then we'll see most likely where gold wants to pull back to. Okay, here is a point of interest as this is the last candle before price took off in the up direction. All right. And I'm gonna hit the 5 minute on gold. I want to see. All right, so just a straight shot up, and this was a massive move. Obviously, 20-point move or $20 move on gold. That's 200 pips. All right, but now again, just a little up and down, as gold tries to figure out what it wants to do. So technically, this candle has given us a high. So from the 1 minute time frame, we can place a Fibonacci from this low all the way to this high, and you can kind of see we're going to expect some sort of pullback to this area, which is about a $12 move. But we haven't had any change of structure yet, so we can't really take it. All right, we will set some alerts, and come back to it. But for now, we'll go and take a look at some of those indices. So, Martez, I think you had a play on, I think it was US 30 for it to rise, and CPI probably did you justice, bro. You can let me know in the chat, but we're gonna go and take a look at it in a second. But gold is already starting to, run out of steam, if you will. But again, we can't let this fool us because, it can still continue to rise. It's just this is a good sign that we pushed up pretty heavy and then we're starting to cool down just a bit. All right. So we'll see once these alerts get hit if we can get away with, trying to catch the pullback and potentially the actual reversal, right? Because again, this could be just that uh, knee-jerk reaction, right? It's a hell of a reaction, but it can still be one of those situations where it just shot up initially and then it came down. All right, so um, we had two parts of news, right? CPI, obviously, inflation went down, so that should be a good thing for the dollar, right? But then I guess maybe not. Um, but unemployment went down or unemployment claims went down. So that should mean, less people are losing their jobs. That should be a good thing for the dollar. So again, has as the dollar had the bullish divergence and looked like it wanted to rise, we should, see something positive come from it. But again, we let the charts tell us, guys, like I mentioned. So we already broke above this high. So I'm going to get rid of Fibonacci because this isn't the, high anymore. All right. It's going higher and we'll have to come back to it to kind of see. All right. But let's take a look at our indices for a bit. All right. So now on NAS, we've gotten a high on the 1 minute and we've gotten a little bit of a drop with a fair value gap that is being created. All right. So maybe, just maybe, we'll start to get a drop on NAS and maybe we can take this for the sell, make up for our 60 to 70 point loss on gold. All right. And again, NAS pays. You guys know how it goes. All right. But here, we're just going to adjust everything. Here's the high of yesterday. Here's the low. All right. Get down and fine tune it. Again, now it's just going bananas, okay? So, I mean, the story tells itself, guys. Just up, 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 and just broke yesterday's high with CPI today. All right, getting down to 2 hour. Oh, that's 1 hour. All right, can't see any change. 15 minute, nothing. 5, a little something, but 1 minute is where it's at. All right, so much for respecting that fair value gap. All right, it is still pushing up. All right, but we'll just put some alerts and we'll come back. All right, kaboom. So again, all, you know, is, rising, right, at the moment. But again, we got the rest of the day as well as tomorrow to get through. So anything is possible. All right. But Nas still looking very bullish. Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right. So let's move on to SPY. And I see green, green, green. Again, the markets hasn't opened for stocks just yet, but it's looking green pre-market. All right. So SPY again did the same exact thing. We can clean it all up from the higher time frame, but they're all reaching amazing new all-time highs. And now, you know, it's just a matter of time, guys. Before this thing really crashes and everybody starts to freak out because you can feel it, right? You know that, man, this is going way too high. right? You know what I mean? The economy's not that great, okay? Yes, it has its moments, and it's definitely been having more than a few moments for the past month or so. You know what I mean? But um, we know, right? It's a cover up, okay? You know, they want to get you guys all bought in, and then once they uh, drop it, then it's going to be a big deal. All right, it may be even bigger than how we've been mesmerized about how high it's been going. All right, because man, when that timber comes, it's going to be huge. All right, we got a double top. All right, on SPY. Now that is very nice. So really quick, gonna hop back up to NAS, see if that gave us a double top, and it did. All right, birds over feathers, guys. This is how we end up, being able to take the same position on different trades and getting paid. All right. So here, just a few more alerts. Go back to SPY. Okay, a few more alerts. Now again, this double top doesn't hold as much weight um, as it would on a higher time frame because it's on a lower time frame. So again, this can easily get broken, but nonetheless, uh, the concept of the pattern remains the same. All right. So now again, we have a low and a high that we can place Fibonacci. Okay, so all the way from this low to this high, and we should get just about to the the previous day's high that we broke with CPI. We should get back to that and maybe reverse and continue going down. Again, this isn't said and done yet until we break the neckline of that double top, okay, which is right around here. All right, so once we do that, then we can start to consider the drop. But until then, we're still bullish. All right. So same with Nas. All right. It is giving us an area to place Fibonacci. Okay. Here's that neckline. Okay. Get a few more alerts. All right. And it's looking good, guys. So we can take our chances. Again, this is going to be just a bit premature as we have not broken the neckline cleanly just yet or gotten a retest to respect it as resistance, right? That would be more um, of confirmation, right? That price will go down and that you'll win the trade when you take it. But now, if we jump the gun without those confirmations, again, we may have a chance of still winning the trade, but we also have the chance of it still rising because we never really got confirmation that it is going to fall. All right. That's how that goes, right? Sometimes you just risk it, right? Um, because, you've seen this play a time or two, right? But other times, especially if you haven't seen it enough, you don't, you're not as risky, right? You wait a little bit more to get those confirmations, and then you take the sell. So everything's still cooking, right? We gotta give it its time. Let's take a look at US 30. Okay, and man, they're all looking like the drop is over with. I'm gonna just say that for right now. Again, nice little double top on this as well. Okay, it's very tiny, but it's there. Okay, and again, neckline right around here. Oh, all right, let's get some alerts. Okay, get some to the top. All right, guys. But again, looking like we can get in at an earlier time, right? Down here on the 1 minute time frame to try to, scalp this. And again, uh, definitely make taking my chances because it looks really good. All right. So something like this, that's an 80 point move on US 30. And you simply aim for your 1 to 2. So here's yesterday's low. I'll just head towards there. It's actually a 1 to almost 4. And that's for 284 pips to the downside. All right. That'll definitely make up for any loss on gold. All right. So I am going to take my chance on US 30. Let me go and take a look at the dollar before I do that. Okay, so again, dollar tapped into our level of support, but it still looks bearish, all right? So I won't take it just yet. I will wait for the dollar to start to give me some more bulls to show up. Definitely, like if we can get above this fair value gap, then I'll probably go ahead and take US 30 for that sell. But for now, because the dollar still looks like it can fall, that means US 30 and the rest of the indices still look like or still have the potential to rise. All right, here we go. Bulls showing up. Set a few alerts above. All right, so push right here. There we go. That looks good. All right, look at it from a higher time frame once again. All right, so another equal low right here, guys. So dollar may very well come and sweep these lows, all right, before going higher, all right, which is why when we look at it on the 1 minute time frame, it still, looks like we can fall. And the reason why I'm saying that, just the structure, right? We got to run a pullback, a run, and this is a pullback, and it will still be a pullback even if it comes up into here because it did not break above this high, right? That's the way that goes, right? So we'll mark this as the high, right? And really, if we get above this, this is where we should begin to, get bullish on the dollar. So price should do something like this, should rise up, it should break above that high, it should come back to retest this as support, give us a higher low, okay, and then continue to go, right? That's what it should look like. So we'll see, what happens, but dollar definitely still looking bearish at the moment. All right, Nas went off. What did you do? So again, kind of broke below that neckline, right? But still kind of, seeming like it may climb. All right, so again, just got to be patient. But looks like we are getting a potential setup here for the drop. Oh, looks like it's dropping right now. So man, again, no guts, no glory, guys. But yeah, there's a nasty drop right now on that. So we might be missing this, guys. Let me see. US 30. All right, guys. See, I would have been in profit by now. But that dollar had me sitting on my toes. But, guys, I'm going to go one more time just to see if dollar's making any. All right, it's not, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Ah, guys, decisions, right? Um, and again, a lot of people in this kind of situation, uh, would have that, fear of missing out. That's where this comes from, right? This is the prime example of how we get it, right? But, there's nothing wrong with just waiting a little more, right? Because again, we got a little bit of wick here, so we're not out of, rising. And then plus there's a huge gap right here, okay, that we can just bounce off of and start to rise. But man, I think we may miss the drop. Yep, yep. Should have pulled the trigger. All right, it's doing this thing, guys, and I have to let it because yeah, it's the dollar's still bearish, guys. I don't want to, get caught in that drop and it just completely reverses. I'd rather have a little bit more confluence in this regards because these technically work hand in hand, and because dollar's still looking like it's going down, that means all of this little push down could be short lived. All right, so I'm just gonna be patient once again. That's what us professionals do, right? We keep our emotions under control and we wait like a sniper for that perfect entry. All right. So far, it hasn't, gotten there, but it will. It'll show up, and once we spot it, we got it. All right. Let's take a look at. Let's just take a look at our regular degulars. All right, give me a second. Let me clean this up, guys. One moment. What up, Nathaniel? Yes, sir. Showing resistance, taking some sales, mashing at that. Yep. JPY pairs are bussing. All right, we'll take a look at those. But give me a moment, guys. Just all right, all right. So let's go. And yeah, see, you can't even see the drop. You see the wick, but you can hardly see anything unless you go to that 1 minute time frame. And man, oh man, we would have made up for our gold trade just like that on NAS. It has gone. That retest I should have did it off that retest there, but here it is, 51 points. So we would have made back almost everything that we lost on that gold trade. Again, if you guys took it, it was pretty quick. Maybe some of you guys didn't get to pull the trigger in time, but definitely hope you're able to put a stop loss in time. That's the main thing. All right, but let's take a look at our JPYs. All right, here's our JPY. Oh boy. All right, Nathaniel with the play for the day, potentially. All right, I see that. Let's get, there's our high of yesterday. Here is our low of yesterday. All right, we'll get down, clean it all up. Okay, oop, there it is. And right about there. All right, nice break of a trend line, very clean. We took out this low sitting here, really right about there. And this is now acting as resistance. Here is another low looking left. All right, and you guys pretty much get how this goes. Right, here's all the lows. Okay, so we'll bring the trend line really to here. All right, tighten it up over there. And boom. All right, so yeah, what I don't think there was news for this morning, but hell, it made the same kind of move that the dollar and our indices did. So who knows? Maybe it is affecting these JPY pairs in some way. But right now, we're pretty much at this level that we broke right about here to the T. Okay. So this is just like everything else that we've been looking at this morning. a major drop. So definitely don't want to sell, okay? Because you're chasing at that point. All right. So we go down to the lowest time frame we can, which is the 1 minute, which is the only place we've been able to see in detail what price is potentially doing. Right. So we missed our opportunities on the indices to, take them dropping because they gave us the double top, right? But now here we may have the opportunity on the JPYs giving us the double bottom. All right, guys. So we're very close to the double bottom. So this is only a 43 pip stop loss. And guys, I want to take it because I saw what happened on our indices, right? They absolutely played out to the double top that they had and dropped significantly. So now we may get the same on the RJPY. All right. Now, I can't get to the seconds and all of that, and I don't really want to because it'll be crazy. I'd rather just stay here on the 1 minute. And this is a 1 to almost 3, and it is 45 pips for 120 back to the upside of where we broke, um, coming down on our JPY. So, guys, I am going to risk this one. Again, we have not officially broken the neckline or this high, all right? But it is, just one that I'm willing to risk. Okay, so you got to be in the understanding of, what it is that you're risking. Okay, knowing that certain trades are not ready to go, right? It's like you got the cookies in the oven and they not all the way cooked, right? You know what I mean? It's still a little soft in there, right? You know what I mean? But if you can, you know, eat them that way, it's your prerogative, right? But if you need them well done, then you might want to wait a little bit. All right, but here we go, guys. I'm taking RJPY for the buy. All right, placing my stop loss, which is still under 50 pips, which is what I do anyway. So this is my kind of play. Again, the only thing about it is I don't have the confirmation that I would like to have. All right, but that doesn't always mean that it will not play out in my favor. All right, it's just what it is. But I also know that because we have these equal lows, price will come and try to hunt it and then, take off to the upside. So maybe that's what it's going to do right now. Either way, right, I'm okay with my decision. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. So I accidentally hit the switch. All right. And no pun intended, Drake. And it put me in a cell, so then I had to close the cell. So now I got to get back in, and now I'm gonna wait because again, it looks like it wanted to do the hunt, and we'll see in just a moment. So really, what I'll do is I'll just place a buy stop here. This is better. All right, that way I don't really have to wait. And then there we go. All right, and TP up here. All right, guys, I will give you this play if you guys want to take it as well. Just remember, it is a premature play. Well, not anymore, because if this buy stop gets hit, then the bulls would have definitely shown up, at least breaking this structure of a high, right? It's not the highest high because again, price just went sideways versus like going up and then coming down and leaving a high, right? But it's still enough structure that if it gets above it, then it'll be bullish. All right, so we're gonna put this play in for you guys again. 55 pips on the stop loss and 111 pips for the take profit. All right, roughly. So here we go. 108069. This is odd JPY. Stop loss is this for about 55 pips. Take profit is this for about 108 pips. All right, so now, again, if, we know the possibilities, right? We could still continue to fall on the RJPY. I'll set some alerts for that so we can come back to it. but it's already swept the lows, all right, of that double bottom, but it still has not really broken that support area just yet, all right? So again, we still have potential of it rising. And, it is better to buy it from the low, right? But it's without confirmation that the bulls are there. So you're always going to have, a pick your poison kind of situation, right? Sometimes you'll pick it without the confirmation, sometimes you won't, right? That's just how it goes, okay? But typically, when you pick it with the confirmation, those trades tend to work out, a lot better or more in your favor from a probability standpoint. All right. So just always keep that in mind, guys. So we can come away from this. Let's look at, all right. No, that's the odd dollar. All right. Here's Euro JPY. So they're all really kind of doing the same thing. And again, guys, this is when you show up enough, you see everything. So you see the potential of the double bottom, but then it keeps falling. See what I'm saying? So, and then sometimes what you notice again, yes, the double bottom's there, and it looks like it's gonna fall, but it really just hunts it does a sweep, right? It just knows people are buying from here, so it takes them out, and then it goes up. It's a dirty game, right? It's all about manipulation, and they're good at manipulating us, right? If you can't catch it or spot it, or you don't know that it's even that it even exists, you're gonna get got most of the time, right? You know what I mean? But again, just takes a little bit of showing up and a little bit of practice to have your eyes see it. And once you see it, like you can't unsee it after that. So you just try to prepare yourself from a risk standpoint on whether or not you're gonna be a part, be in the trade as it's doing the manipulation or be in it after it does the manipulation, right? It's all up to you. So RJPY is doing something and it's falling just a little bit, right? So I'll put some of the alerts for it to rise down a little bit, okay? But ultimately, it may find this floor and then rise from there, all right? So we'll just be patient, guys. This is all in the plan, all right? And let's see. GJ, yep, same deal. NZD JPY, same deal, guys. All right, so falling tremendously. Yep, there it is. And again, it has a lot of areas. Okay. Let's go and take a look back at gold. I want to see. Okay, still kind of within that fair value gap. And now it is where all the bearish pressure is from a previous time. All right, back in May of this year on the 21st. So getting down, and now we're starting to see a little bit of a drop. All right, guys. So we may be able to redeem ourselves here on gold. We will see. All right. But I'm going to take a quick look at those indices, see how they did on their drop, because that'll be a little sign for gold. All right. Wow. They did tremendous. Man. Whew. I hate it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. It went 67 points. So again, we would have made up on NAS for the loss on gold. SPY. It also went 17 points. All right. And then US 30. That's the one I'm going to cry on. And that went 100 points in 20 minutes, guys. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. So again, sorry for not pulling the trigger, guys, but it was a little shaky, but this is why you pull the trigger sometimes. This is exactly why, right? Because sometimes it works out in your favor and it works out tremendously. So, um, you know, you just can't be scared all the time, all right? Yes, it's always better to have confirmation, but confirmation isn't always it doesn't always equate to win, right? Sometimes you still get confirmation and you still lose it. So this is just why you take your chances. All right. Hopefully, this is encouraging you guys to do so, right? Take those chances because sitting on the fence every single time, especially when you see things are lining up, to give you that potential, right? And you don't even try it, you'll never know, right? So this is why I can tell you, you know, good setups sometimes don't work out, right? The dollar was supposed to rise, it tanked, right? Gold was supposed to tank, it rose, right? Things happen, right? But as long as you know the basics, as long as you know how to read market structure and sit on your hands from time to time, you're gonna do just fine. All right. But definitely got our pullback, right? So from that high to that low, we pull back way, more than the 61. And now it looks like we're kind of, going back up. But I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna go back over to gold and see, see what we got on gold. All right. But we can get rid of the double top. We know what it was. All right. And now again, let's see 15-minute because we could have a potential reversal here, guys, and a potential drop. So let's get rid of this and that. Okay. So over on the 1 minute, yeah. So the rise, the pullback. Now we got these equal lows. Plus we tapped into this order block just by the hair of the chinny chin chin. So again, we could still just continue rising on these indices. All right, but we got to be careful. So now here is the fair value gap to the downside, and we'll have to see if it respects that. Guys, there's a lot that goes into this, all right? You know what I mean? As far as analyzing is concerned, there's price moves up and down. It creates, you know, levels. It creates um, gaps. It creates order blocks. It creates a lot of chart patterns, candlestick patterns, and we got to read it all. We got to take it all in consideration to, come up with a potential trade opportunity. Um, sounds like a lot, but it's really easy, once you practice it, once or twice, and you pretty much got it, right? You know what I mean? It's like a lot of things in life, it seems hard, but it's only hard because you didn't really give it a try. Right? You feel me? Like if you try it, like, oh, well, it wasn't that easy. I mean, it wasn't that difficult, right? You know what I mean? But it all depends. So here back on go, looking at it on the 1 minute, and you can kind of see how we're running out of steam, right? But doesn't mean that we're not going to still rise. It just means we're running out of steam. All right. So again, potential for it to drop. All right. And maybe we need to take our chances, right? Because we can see that we missed taking our chances on the indices, and we can probably make up for everything. 26-point move, right? For another 60-point move, giving us a nice evening star and a triple top. Guys, I'm going to take this gold sell, all right, and see if we can make some magic, all right? Here it is, selling gold now. Again, not being scared. Again, I know it can still rise, okay, because we really haven't had a change of character to the downside yet. It's getting there, all right, to where right here, where we went here, we broke this low. So I'll just mark that for you guys so you can see it. All right, there it is. So we did break it, but then we pull back, and now this evening star is the main thing that has me taking gold for the sell. All right, so right here, this chart pattern, I'm sorry, this candlestick pattern. Okay, right there. Guys, look that up. You will see exactly what I'm talking about, what it is, and why I'm taking my chances on selling gold. This is again, what they call a evening star. It is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern, not a chart pattern. All right, it's a difference. Candlesticks are just the candles, right? The chart is where you're looking on a higher time frame, and it has created some sort of animal figure, right? Or some kind of alphabet, and all these kind of things that we, see in the real world, but we just say, hey, I think I see that on the chart, and maybe it means something, and it does, right? So from a psychological standpoint, there's meaning behind it. But here, guys, is the play on goal. Once again, just a bit premature because we just got a minor break, and then a retest. We got a few things, but it's just touchy because everything with price hovering around this high is not really saying that it wants to fall. It's just holding at this level, right? It still can rise, and it can still push up just to take out anybody who may have sold because it saw that it ran out of steam, right? Again, just a dirty game. So, there's plenty of ways to risk this to where you can survive any of the pullback or the hunting, but you'll be, risking probably a lot more than you want to. So, um, you just keep it not too far, above where everything is and just see if it plays out. If you lose it, again, it's just part of how it goes. And from that, you can either see if you want to reverse the trade and go up because you believe gold is still going to go up, or, you can just not do anything at all, right? Guys, once you get about, 3 losses in a day, especially if they're back-to-back losses, it's time to hang it up. All right, because if you keep going, it's going to be in the sense of like revenge trading, and you're probably going to blow your account at that point. You need to just let it go, right? Let the next day come to you. The setups will be back again, and you'll be happy that you didn't just try to get it back in blood, all in that one day. All right, so here again, playing around at that resistance level, I'm going to set an alert above it just in case. All right, I know how it goes, but this is just a uh, setup that I'm willing to risk getting into, right? Because again, from a risk to reward ratio, it is pretty awesome, right? Getting way more than a 1 to 2, right? So I'm risking pretty much $1 to make $4, right? In this regard, right? 60 pips to make 260 pips. All right. So if I do, right, if we just push down 6 pips, I've already made up for the loss from trying to sell it from here, right? Where it went up. But uh but not only will I get, what I made back, but then if we continue to drop, I'm going to get way more. All right. That's just how that goes. So again, here's the play, guys. That's right. Never scared. All right. So go sell now. All right. Our entry is going to be 24.05. All right. Stop loss 24.12. Again, that's 60 points or a $60 move. 60 pips, rather. All right. And then TP is 23.78. And that's for or 26 or 260 pips. All right. So again, tight rope. Okay. But I've seen it all before. All right. We were in the same kind of situation on the indices, except it wasn't this triple, quadruple top. It was just a double top, and it went slowly but surely, and then kaboom. Right. So again, same thing can happen on gold. We know that the dollar should be trying to turn around. Let's go take a look at it once again. All right. And I can see that it's found a floor, all right, here, right about there. Come on now. All right, whoop, there it is. And, yep, this is the 1 minute. So let me show you guys what else is going on. And that would be a nice change of character. Okay, so we went from, follow me now, making a low to a higher low to a lower low, lower high, lower low, same high, lower low, but now we've broken above this high. Okay, so technically what should happen is we should retest it to some degree, right? We may come back down like this. There's an order block right here, right? We may come here, and then we'll start to rise, and we'll just start to, do what the dollar should have did before CPI came out, right? And that's what I'm expecting. So let's clean this up and let's push our alerts down. And guess what? That will line up for gold to fall, ladies and gentlemen. So you may see firsthand just how it is with taking an L and turn around and taking a W on the same trade that you lost in the same direction you lost it. Okay, so uh, you know, the universe works out like that sometimes, right? But we'll see in just a little bit because this fair value gap we did mitigate it and we came down, but we're still below it. All right, so just a slight change of structure on gold. Like I said, we got to do our retest and see if we're gonna respect this order block right here. If we do, then again, guys, it should be lights out, right? For the dollar to at least give us a nice push up so that we can have a nice push down on gold. All right, and that's all we want to do is just get our money back and then some, and we can pretty much quit trading for the rest of the day, right? I'm sure there's going to be other opportunities, but guys, all it really takes is one good trade. And on gold, if you catch 260 pips, like how many regular pairs is giving you that within an hour or two, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's not really happening like that. So trust and believe me when I tell you, you catch 260 pips on gold, let it go, right? Leave it alone. You have nothing else to prove, right? Don't go give your money back to the banks. Look, a nice double top when we put on the line chart. We really couldn't see it off the candles, but the line exposed it. Nice double, I'm sorry, double bottom. All right. So again, we missed the double top, right, on the indices. The JPY pairs, they have double bottoms also, but it looked like they were doing a little bit of a hunt, right, to where they could still turn around and rise. But now the dollar is rising, guys. Let's go over to our gold trade because we're probably getting paid. All right. And here it is. And what do you know? Right in profit, guys. Let's go, okay? And again, all we need is that 6-point move down to redeem ourselves. But trust and believe, if we get the 260, you guys will have a great morning. All right, your coffee will taste way better. All right, traffic will seem like nothing. Okay, all right, kids won't be getting on your nerves. Everything will be beautiful. Okay. But really, guys, it's just the way it goes. All right, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. All right, guys. But please check out Go and see if you can get into it if you have not already, because it does look good. So really quick, as this is going, we're gonna go and take a look at Bitcoin, guys, because we have great opportunity there, and we don't want to miss out on that. My team has already gotten into a buy on both Bitcoin and Ethereum because of a double bottom that it had on them. So we're going to go and take a look at that in just a second, make sure it still looks good. And maybe if it has another opportunity for you guys to get into it, right now. So just give me a second and we will get rolling. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put a few more alerts on gold. All right, come on, go, baby. Come on now. Give it to me. All right, so crypto. And Bitcoin first. Let's get out to the weekly. All right, there we go. My team is in green, okay? And looking at it from the daily, there is our double bottom. Well, we can't really see it too good. Let's try 4 hour. All right, there it is. All right, so the double bottom. We broke the neckline. You see that candle? It's clean, right? It's clean above that break. So I'll show you from here, right? This is what it really looked like right about there. All right, so it was support at one point. I'm sorry, it was resistance. All right, at one point, resistance, right? Fell, resistance, but then we broke, right? That candle right here broke resistance. Whenever you break, support or resistance, it becomes the opposite. So now it's acting as support, right? So we broke and we retested right to this, indecision candle, if you will, and now we're starting to rise up once again. So again, my team had our stop loss way below this order block, so we could have really gotten away with this, all right? But we chose to play it safe because we're in the play for the long term. And plus, it looked like it could still have respected resistance and probably fell. But now things are going in our favor, guys. So I would suggest that if you guys are looking to get into Bitcoin, that you probably purchase it. All right, it's just my suggestion, right? Not financial advice. Y'all know how it go. It's just it looks really good, and my team is in it so far. All right, so let's look at Ethereum, and I think that one looks even better. Yes, it does. All right, so was a little scared at first because it started forming this rising wedge. All right, and we all know that rising wedges are bearish reversal patterns. All right, so really quick, I just want to put on the line chart and try to clean this up. All right, yeah, so way off right here and right there and then right about there. All right, so let's see if we can get the day right. Here's the previous high. Here's the previous low. All right, let's see how this goes. Right about there. And that looks good. All right, so get rid of this. And guys, here's the position that we took, right? We grabbed it from here. We had our stop down here. And now we can see that we're just breaking yesterday's high. All right. So, anytime we break a high, that typically indicates that price wants to continue going higher. But there's a process, all right? There's a uh, thing that happens every time a high or a low is broken. It typically comes back to the area that it broke, right? To retest it, to retrace, to pull back. All those things are the same thing, right? And then it goes in the direction of where it initially broke out of, right? So in this case, it broke out to the upside. It'll do a pullback, who knows, to maybe this area that it broke, right? Maybe to any fair value gap that sits, in between this move up. Maybe it'll come all the way back to the previous day low to take that out and then rise, right? But even if it does that, right, look where our stop loss is. We're still safe, right? We're sitting comfortable. Hey, go ahead and, do your little hunt, fake people out, make them think you're going down because we know what time it is. We've seen this movie before, right? That's just how that goes, all right? But either way, my team is up on Ethereum, and I think this is going to be our retest, and then we're going to get to rise. There is a few, gaps. I will try to just illustrating them right now so you guys can get a feel for that. Again, if you guys got questions about those gaps, please let me know and I will answer them for you because, I tend to see that a lot of people are confused about that and, don't quite understand its significance or, why they, even need to know about it and what have you. So, again, just let me know and I will break it down. That's what I do. Right here is some of them, and they're really all over here, right? So there's some that I'm not even putting because it's super tiny. Like this one here, there's another oh no, right here. You know what I'm saying? But this candle's not closed yet, so just is what it is. Either way, right? We can use Fibonacci. All right, so gold. All right, 20. It went from first alert was 24.10, 19. So it looks like it's going up. All right, it's not good, but you know it is what it is. Let's take a look. All right, and are we getting stopped out? Yes, we did. Damn. All right, so man, two L's on gold today, guys. Again, hate to see it, but you know that's just how it goes. Um, man, I'll be pissed if later on this bad boy tanks, but that's the way it goes. All right, so we had a good opportunity, we took it, and you know we living with the results. But let's take a look at dollar really quick, see if that's actually continuing to fall, which it looked like it was going to do, right? So it's still in the mix. Created a higher low, so again, we may still rise and gold may still fall. But like I tell you guys, if I lose gold one more time, I'm done. Right? I'm out for the day. There's nothing really left to you know to do in that regard because I know that I'll just be emotional, you know, continuously trying to get that money back, and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to do that. All right, but dollar's still looking like it's going to push up for right now. All right. Again, this is acting as resistance for right now. All right, let me see. Okay, and there it is. Dollar's rising. Now watch gold. Just watch. Just watch. Man, I swear, I swear, I swear. All right, so again, take everybody out, and well, let me get these alerts in the mix, guys. I might, you know, third time's the charm, right? But I swear, bro, if this tanks, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, so again, liquidity builds up behind this level. What's liquidity, Bain? It's just money, right? So it's money and it's orders, right? So if you got a stop loss behind here, that's an order, right? Just like we did. We had the stop loss behind gold. And look, it took it out to the T and now it's falling, or at least respecting it. So let's just expand this out. You see what I'm saying, right? Right? It took us out to the T, okay? And again, I told you guys, typically when you risk more, you can survive, you know, things like this that happen. So now it takes us out, and now if all of these alerts start getting hit, guys, and especially if we break below this little low right here, all right, which is really acting as support, okay? If we break that, oh, gold's finally going to give us or do what it, you know, we intended it to do from here. But it's just a dirty game, right? They take you out, make you think it's going to push up, and then they turn it around and drop it, guys. So, man, I'm looking to get right back in. But again, if I lose it the third time, I'm done for the entire day, right? It's just not my day, and I'll make up for it some other time, right? Either later in the Asian session tonight, or most likely when PPI news hits tomorrow. Again, guys, I will be on 8:15 in the morning tomorrow. So you know, tune in and you know see if we can redeem ourselves in the best way. All right, but I'm taking it, guys. This is a bearish engulfing candle to this one, and yeah, I'm getting in. All right, I know this really is a retest, right? So it broke and now it's retesting, so it can definitely rise from here. But you know what? I'm gonna just have just a little more patience just for this one because again, it is a little more special. All right, in the situation that we're in, and I want to see it break below this low. So if I get the candles to come down and just close below the low, then I will take it for the sell. I'll have my stop above this high, and then you know we'll aim for our 26-point move on gold. And like I said, third time would be the charm, and that should do it. All right, especially because the dollar is trying to climb, and it has. So it's broken above resistance. This is now support. All right, so we'll see what it's going to be with a few more alerts. All right, look at the way that it's respecting that, right? And it has a little fair value gap right below it, okay? And it has the order block right here, right where that support, that higher low was created, okay? So boom. All right, guys. Now back to gold. All right, and we're just gonna be patient, but it's on its way. Look, nice fair value gap created to the downside, and once again, I'm getting that feeling like I should have took it already, but I said I'll be patient, so just be patient, because I've been burnt twice. Getting burnt that third time, it stings. All right, so here we go. Get those alerts, but we're going, guys. So get ready, and again, I can put a sell stop order in. That way, I don't have to sit in and watch this fall, and it'll just activate as it comes down. But um, that won't really tell me that the candle has closed below the support. So that's one of the cons, if you will, or the drawdowns of pending orders, right? You don't get to really see what it is that you want to see from a confirmation standpoint. You're getting what you want from a direction standpoint, right? It is falling and activating your order, or rising and activating your order, but it can fall and not really close below this low and then start to rise. So, you know, everything's a gamble in a sense, right? But all in all, we're just trying to stack probability and the odds in our favor. Get more things to tell us it's going down, or get more things to tell us it's going up. And that's pretty much it, right? We take our chances right from there. All right. But guys, get ready. We're probably going to have our redemption in a moment. All right. This time we're risking a $10 move on gold, right? Getting above this high, right? So that's 100 pips. We've already lost 120 pips, all right, on gold. But again, we may be able to see some sweet redemption. And now we're looking at it from the 1 minute time frame. Check this out. On the 4 hour, okay, we're up into a major level of resistance, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the real floor, all right? So from this time frame, we're talking a $50 move on gold. That's 500 pips. 500 minus 120, all right? We netted, a good for what, 60 or something like that, I forgot. Or 360, right? We netted that much. So again, guys, opportunities here. You just got to know, if you're going to take it. All right, look at that. So we got a little bit of a break of a trend line, right? Here, and we got that fair value gap that is pulling back to. So guys, now I may take it from the fair value gap to minimize my risk. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, instead of that $10 move, I have a $5 move. And guys, I'm going to take this. And the reason why is because it broke back below where we were here, right? And made this resistance once again. Guys, I'm selling gold right now. Yes, this is a bullish engulfing, but mainly I'm seeing this as a pullback, all right, to breaking below back into this resistance level, all right? So, losing this a third time, that'll be it, all right? But now, sell, all right, stop loss here, TP all the way downtown, okay? Kaboom. There is our trade, and we are in profit. Guys, here's the play. All right. So let's see how it goes. All right. 2407 is our entry. Okay. Stop loss is 2414. And that was just a 50 pip stop instead of the 100. Thank goodness for that pullback right on time. Take profit is 23.79, and that is for 280 pips. Okay, that will be more than enough redemption, guys. Don't forget to hit that, not lick that, like and subscribe. Hit the like and subscribe button for me. All right, I don't want no Forex freaks up in here. All right. Um, but yeah, please hit that. I really appreciate it. And here we go, guys. You know, goal is ready. All right, so let's just see what it's gonna be because it is about that time. Ooh la la! Look at that. Come on now. Come on, come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Cheer. We need it. All right. Let's look at the dollar. What do you know? Respected that fair value gap and is on its way up. Guys, you guys are seeing the manifestation of looking at the lower time frame to determine if you have a change of character that could bring you a potential reversal. All right, and we got it. We stopped making lower lows where we got right here. The line chart exposed that we had a double bottom. We broke the neckline of that double bottom. We came back to retest it barely. Okay, we rose up. We broke another high to the left. We pulled back to retest it. We respected it as support, and now we're rising once again. It's pretty straightforward, right? Once you understand it, but it takes a little time to just get the concept, right? But once it's there, it's there, right? You just got to know how to be patient, right? Don't let your emotions control how you move, and you'll be just fine, right? You feel me? But here I'm getting what I want to see on the dollar, which is that whole change of structure. This actually looks like a inverted head and shoulders to a degree. Left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, again breaking the neckline, the retest, and now we're rising. But guys, this looks very, very promising for us to finally cash out on our gold trade, which we probably would have survived if we just had a higher stop loss. But we chose to play it tight with just $6 stop losses, and it didn't work out in our favor initially, but now it's looking way better. All right, so please, ladies and gentlemen, get in where you fit in. All right, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know right now. I'm opening it up for you guys to tell me what you need to tell me, so you can get an understanding of how all this works and what to do. But the floor is yours, guys. Let me know. So from 2407 now to 2404, 2403. Okay. If we get that candle closed below that low, it's a go. I mean, that was original, but when it pulled back, I knew we had more of a opportunity to pull it, catch it from the high, which is always better. That gave us less risk, right? We're not risking 100 pips. This time we're only risking 50. And again, the reward is great, guys. And there's plenty of imbalance for it to go and get. So we may get it, right? And just a few moments, like I said, if we get that candle to break below support, that's probably where, things will be on and popping like hot butter popcorn, all right? But slowly but surely, just waiting for it to play out. I'll say we'll give it another 5 minutes. So the next 5 candles, we'll know something, right? We'll know something for sure. If we're gonna have a great day, redeeming ourselves, or if we need to hang it up and just let it go. All right, guys, please get it, get used to, you know, letting go. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, that account will absolutely be blown. All right, so don't do it. Here we go, breaking the low. All right, and look, the two alerts that I want to see, dollar and gold. going off, but I can already read what's happening. So I know what's going on dollar. There we go, guys. We are now from 24.07 to 24.02. That's 50 pips. All right. So we've already made back almost one of the trades that we lost. All right. All right. Here we go. 401. All right. So now we're 60 pips. So we made back, what we lost in our first trade. Now, let's see if we can just keep pushing. But look how significant this candle is as it's breaking support, because it's showing you that the bears are now there. And guys, we getting it. All right. So again, this is 2 candles. So we waited that 1 minute, and we got the break that we originally were waiting for, right? But we ended up getting it at a premium price instead of this discounted price. So now we're already in profit, made up for one of the trades that we lost. And man, oh man, it's looking very promising right now. Technically, this will be a bit of a order block, if you will, right here, that we may come back to retest, because again, like I told you earlier, whenever we break a low, okay, price typically wants to continue falling. And whenever we do a break, we typically have a retest to the area that we broke, and then we fall, right? That's the mechanics. That's the cycle, and, you guys will, you know, start to understand it, right? The more and more you get deeper into this. But here we go, guys. Like right before your eyes, we are dropping like flies, all right? To 2407 to 2397, all right? And we can just do what it is. There it is, guys. 100 pips, right? Y'all just stood on here with me for 2 minutes, right? 2, 3 minutes, and we got 100 pips. We lost 120. All right, let's peep game. We lost 120, so we've already made back 100 of the 120 that we lost. So now, guys, if it hits TP, not only did we make up for the 2 losses, but we ended up, netting a lot more than we lost initially off the 2 trades. And guess what? This is just one trade. So when you understand risk to reward, guys, you will always be able to lose more trades than you win and still become out profitable. That's the way this goes. So y'all want to learn about risk management and how that works? Let me know. Or better yet, just come on in, forexwithbain.com, click on the link for the Discord, and you guys know you're gonna get what you came for. All right, the education, the real know-how. No fugaziness, right? Ain't no big, encyclopedia words to try to, just get you, feeling like this is some, hard, difficult thing and all of that. No, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna talk in layman's terms. You're gonna understand, right? And you're gonna start making money. You're gonna start. It's an exciting feeling, all right, to know that you could just come in here and get what you want when you want. You're like, wait a minute, did I just pull my weekly salary in 15 minutes? Hold on now, right? It becomes a very interesting thing, all right. But more important than that, it just gives you guys that freedom, right? Once you really start getting it, to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, right? We all know the money can change us and all that good stuff, but it really gives you opportunities more than anything, right? To do things, to go places, to kind of buy your time back, if you will, right? You know what I mean? Not be stuck in that rat race, and y'all know how it goes. And again, I know a lot of y'all are wanting that, so please tap in. All right, don't let this pass you by, and then you're sitting up there wondering why. But everybody else who was in this live, they was like, nah, you know what? I'm a tap in. Forget that. I'm gonna see what he's talking about, and that'll be the best decision you ever made in your life. All right. So again, guys, forexwithbain.com. Tap in with me, right? But for now, guys, gold is looking perfect. I'm gonna let it ride out for the rest of this morning. So by 12 o'clock roughly, we should definitely be closer to our TP, right? We're creating fair value gaps to the downside. All that means is institutions are also selling, right, in this regard to create those gaps where buyers and sellers are not talking or on the same page. The sellers are yelling and you can't even hear the buyers, right? That's what this is all about. So typically, it's going to try to come and balance itself out and then continue falling. Guys, we're already up 100 pips and we're getting ready to take this next run. right now, and there it is, right before your eyes. So these Fibonacci levels are where we expect price to go from a Fibonacci standpoint. But here's where the liquidity sits, right here in this order block. So I pushed it all the way from over there, but it's really like right there. Here's your last bear candle before that major push up with CPI news, right? Any of you guys remember me saying, man, that was that knee jerk reaction, and that wasn't the real intent? Because again, before news, gold was bearish. Before news, dollar was bullish. But what did they do? They pushed it up on gold to make you think it's bullish. So guess what? Everybody bought gold right here. I promise you they did. Okay, because they missed it, right? They saw the runner. Oh shit, I'm missing out. Let me buy. They bought gold, thinking that thing is going to take off to the moon. And what did gold do? Reversed on them. It is a dirty game, ladies and gentlemen. But I teach you how it go. Okay, so here we are. Guys, since we made 100 pips, again, it's best to move your stop loss into profit. All right, you can put it right above this high and just, get away with making that 80 to 100 pips right off of that move. But, you know, I'm confident that it'll continue to fall. So I'm not going to move my stop loss. I'm going to leave it where it is. But, to each its own. I just want to throw that out there that if you're feeling some kind of finickiness about, maybe goal is going to reverse from here, well, lock in what you have right now. That'll, make you feel better, right? You'll be a little bit more calmer knowing that, you're not going to take a L on the third go round. All right. But other than that, guys, I think we're good. You know what I'm saying? Um, talk to me. Anything, any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, there's your another opportunity on the indices for the potential drop. And now we probably can see, there it is. Oh my God. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at that wick. Holy camole. I told y'all them highs. I told y'all about them highs. Right? Them all-time highs. Yeah, them shits is over with today. All right, that's what it looks like to me. Let me see. Woo! Everything in the NAS is it's tippy toeing, right? It was more red than green, but Tesla's still up. So